Develop a fortune, state of mind, state of mind. It's time for a date with, time for a date with the Dorseys.
Hello, 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 and welcome to A Date with the Dorseys. I am Dr. Jatan.
I am Floyd Dorsey.
Hence the Date with the Dorseys.
Yes.
And you know how it goes.
It's hot. Bottom line. Let's get right into it.
Hot off the presses and just, like hot like a hot potato. It's just another album being
That's
dropped. Every time we record.
I'll take that.
So today's topic that we're bringing to you is be attached to the moment and not the outcome.
Ooh.
Be attached to the moment and not the outcome.
For a third time.
Oh, you want me to? Oh,
just one more.
Just one more, okay.
Right.
Be attached to the moment and not to the outcome. And, so many of us, we get stuck in what's to come or what our ultimate goal is, which is okay to set your goals, have your aspirations, and know what you're aspiring towards so that you'll know what steps you need to take to get there. However, in the process of getting there, we often distract ourselves with that outcome, whether it's going to happen or not.
That's it.
Right.
And it's all too often that we get lost, I would say lost in the moment, but not necessarily lost in the moment. We lose sight of the moment, focusing on the goal, which again, I will say the goal is a great thing to have out there. It's the thing that when you're going through what you're going through to get there, you can remind yourself of the goal and get excited.
Yeah.
It's a great motivating factor once you're enduring whatever you're going through or growing through.
And it helps you measure.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's a good gauge to let you know if you're on track or if you need to put more into it or less. However, one detriment to it is if you're going towards your goal and you forget about everything along the way, all those magical moments that happen in the process, because the process is what makes you become. And ultimately, you becoming is truly the goal, is truly the prize. Because once you become, everything else around you attracts then to you, all those material things. So it's the process in which the becoming really occurs, right? It's you mixing the flour and the eggs into all those types of things.
Oh, you want to take it back to one of the first episodes.
Oh, yeah, I have to take it back. But it's truly that part that makes it, very, very rewarding for you at the end of the road once you really achieve whatever it is you're looking to achieve.
And I could say for me, for a personal experience, as I was going through my doctoral studies, I was always thinking about graduation. What could I do once I achieved this, to me, big goal? But day after day, paper after paper, meeting after meeting, class after class.
Then you were working a job, too.
And, not to mention I was working a job as well. But for the sake of this story, just focusing on the doctoral study, right? I'm so focused on the outcome that in hindsight, I'm thinking back, well, there were some experiences or some lessons that I may have glazed over or maybe even forgotten along the way that would have been very, beneficial now had I lived in the moment rather than looking for the date of graduation.
There you go. Even maybe some relationships, right?
Relationships, yeah.
That you were able to meet people along the way. But man, if I would have nurtured that relationship a little bit more, or how much I would have been able to benefit even now if I would have invested or appreciated or, really put more into the time with those individuals then. Who knows? Right. And it's some of those things that you'll find. And we're talking about relationships from some of our peer students that she was in school with. But just think about it in life as you are on different jobs. Right. Some people are so desperately pushing for a promotion that they lose sight of some of the great colleagues that are around them in their current environments, that these are people that are going to progress on and do other things as well. How are you learning and building and growing with the people around you? Ultimately, if you take care of the place you're in today, then the place you're going to be tomorrow will be that much better. So really invest your time into where you are, certainly.
Right. So now that we've shared a little of some background, some foundational stories to kind of build up on the topic for today, some of the things that we wanted to share as far as, dealing with this thing, right? How to grow more attached to the moment rather than being distracted by the outcome. The first thing is to enjoy where you are. So in other words, wherever it is that you are, be there all the way. It's easy to be in a moment or to be, at an event or whatever, but be distracted by your phones or be distracted by what you have to do when you get home instead of enjoying the Rangers game or the concert or whatever it is that you're at, right?
Yeah. So if you're going to be there, be all the way there.
Be all the way there. Attach yourself to that moment, right?
Agreed.
Because, the outcome is for in an instance like that, you want to enjoy that time.
Why are you there if you're not going to really enjoy it?
Exactly.
If you're not really going to make the most out of it, whether if it's enjoyment or whether if it's something to learn. I know that we go to school with the intent to graduate, but while you're there, you're actually there to learn something,
right,
to gain, and to also share and build with other people. So get that out of it, because that's the part that's shaping.
And I think a challenge with that is we kind of live in a microwaveable society where we, where we think everything should happen so quickly, whether it be obtaining a degree or, getting a promotion or whatever it is. We think it should happen much more faster than we are experiencing.
Right.
So I think that's a huge thing that we really need to focus on, is just taking the moments as they come.
Right. And I think to add to that point, it is that little computer device or cell phone, as we want to call this, in our pocket. There's so much going on that it's a new story or a new thought or a new post or something on all of your social media.
So you barely have time to let that one thing marinate.
So exactly. So everything in your world that you're seeing, that little square device that you left to your eyes, is moving so fast in this world that it's really hard to understand or really digest that now in my reality things aren't moving like as fast as things are moving on social media. This person got a new job, this person got a new car, this person just won the lottery, or somebody is drama over here, like, whoa, and you try to put all together my life, well,
that's
where's my new job, where's my new car, where's my it takes time, and it really does. But why are you going through whatever it is that you're doing? Truly take time to enjoy the moment. Be there. Another
thought that comes to mind is, for me, when I get massages, oftentimes I'm thinking about, when is this going to end? Because it feels so great right now. I just don't want it to end. Right? So I'm thinking, like, I can't look at my watch. I can't look at the clock. How much more time do I have to enjoy this instead of me just enjoying the time?
That's it. So it sounds to me that we're going to have to amp up your massage budget so you can get
I need like 2-3 hours instead of that 1 hour, because they deduct some time for you to change clothes. So I'm just like, wait a minute, I need all that hour. Nevertheless, the next thing we want to mention is, don't miss out on the experience stressing over what may be.
That what may be is it's a
daunting.
Yeah, it is. It is. It will keep you going and going. And the crazy thing about it is that you'll start to create just things just out of anywhere, or out of stories you may have heard about somebody else that could be. You start to really reach on all these things. Now, I will say, the what may be can also be a benefit to you, where you can create those positive things to keep you going, that's good, that's healthy, if it's really pushing you to enjoy your moment, to make the most out of your moment. However, on the other side, which I know a lot of people really venture to, is the what may be is all the possible things that could go wrong, and you get lost into those.
Because it's a plethora of things that could happen. The dinosaurs could come back, or whatever.
everything could. The moon could decide to fall, and
so you can waste time and even not only distract yourself but discourage yourself as well, as you start to think about those many different turnouts that could be.
The idea is that I am here in this moment with this experience, and I'm going to make the most out of this experience that I'm in today.
Yes.
And whatever is out there to stress over, it's going to still be out there. But what I will do is focus on what I'm doing now, and I'm going to get the most out of this one moment.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it. That's all you can do. So then the third point The outcome will be what it will. So we just talked about not stressing over what the outcome will be, but now it's important to realize that it's just going to be what it's going to be.
It's going to be, right? You can't push it. You can't, things in life are just going to happen, period. What you can do is, though, put yourself in the best position day over day over day. And the key thing, we said the outcome is it's going to be what will it be. But then whenever that outcome presents itself, you have to interpret what that outcome means to you. For example, I had a friend called me up, was really pushing to get a job. So, went through a series of interviews, thought they did a phenomenal job with the interviews, but got the news that, hey, we decided to go a different direction. And that was the outcome. Every moment, every step of the way, they were really in that moment, putting everything that they could into that particular moment, and into the resume writing, into the job prep, the interviews, and things of that nature. But the end result wasn't what they thought what would be desirable. But my question to them was, well, how do you interpret that? Because there's a couple different ways to look at it. There's so much that you know, and you have a limited amount of information about the job, about the company, and things of that nature. So you not getting that job may necessarily be a thing that was beneficial for you, whether you know it or not. It's like if your mother, when you were a child, told you that you can't go out to a particular party. All you heard was mom saying, I can't go to the party. But once you woke up the next day, you found out that there was fighting or shooting or something else that was going on at that same exact party. But what you didn't realize is just what happened will happen actually occurred, and you benefited from that. So sometimes there are things that may not seem favorable at that moment, but they were truly for your benefit at the end. And I'm certain, back to the job, that he will, won't say a gender, find a job that will be, even better than the one that they were initially applying for.
Right.
But just keep in mind is that it's really your interpretation of that, because what's for you will be for you, and what will be is what will be.
Absolutely. So we know we've kept you for a little length of time here, so we'll go ahead and wrap it up. But here it is. Again, the topic for today was attached to the moment and not to the outcome, whether it be your job, whether it be graduation in college, or whatever it is. Detach yourself from the outcome, but attach more to the moment. The points we made were enjoy where you are. And also don't miss out on the experience stressing over the outcome. And finally, the outcome will be what it will.
Well put.
Yes. So those are our takeaways for today. We hope that you enjoyed our topic, and we are looking forward to continuing to bring you such hot off the press topics.
Hopefully it's an inspiration.
I know it is.
I know it.
For someone.
Somebody out there.
But as we always remind you of, please reach out to us. Send us an email of any topics that you'd like to hear us speak about. Our email address is support@fortuneenterprise.com, and that's IVTUNE enterprise.com. You can also find us on Facebook. Remember, we did claim some territory there at Fortune Enterprise. So be in contact. We'll look forward to connecting with you. And until the next episode, bye for now.
Bye.
Develop a fortune state of mind, state of mind. It's time for a date with, time for a date with the Dorseys.